We are back. Sorry about that, everybody. I ran out of battery on my laptop. I genuinely thought I had enough. I went upstairs to get my notes and stuff, and I thought I'll be all right. I'll get away with it, and I was wrong. Right. So where were we? We're just going through the teams and the tables. I'll go through the tables again in case I got cut off or anyone missed it. Cool Runnings at top with 43. Then it's Queen Mother Blue with 36. Tight Nuts with 34. Chafing the Dream 32. White Swabblers 28. Giant Striders 26, Peaky Grinders 21, and Team Sky Blue with 14. As I say, this is where, after this, team scores will drop off, so the worst two performances can fall off, and it might make a bit of a change as well. But there's 2 weeks still to play for. I mean, if you win the last 2 weeks, there's 20 points, and that could make a huge difference. Just look at Dave's team; they've picked up 20 points in the last 2 weeks, and now they're hot on the heels of first with a 7 point gap. So who knows? It's all to play for. But as I say, next week you are looking at a free choice of distance, so long as you have run that distance in this competition before. And the way it has been measured is you'll be up against your best time of that distance. So if you've done, say, 2 or 3 5Ks, it will be up. You choose 5K again. Your handicap will be the difference between your best 5K so to date in the competition and the one you do next week. As usual, we've got until Friday to get the results into me and done, and then the final week. I'll do an update next week as well. Anyway, I think I've got presentation art on Friday night. So I'll put the results together during the week for the individuals and get them circulated as and when we get a chance. Might be a bit later in the week because I've got other stuff to crack on with, like the news report and presentation stuff. If anyone's done stuff for the presentation or said they were going to do stuff for me and send me a video, most people have got their bits back to me now, but there's 1 or 2 people that I'm outstanding. Need it in as soon as possible, really, because it's quite time consuming and complicated to put together. Hopefully it will be all good and stuff on the night, but I'm not leaving it to the last minute. We're pre-recording it, so all I've got to do on Friday is just press a button and you won't get any hiccups and it'll all be good. And Danny's helping me out quite a bit with that as well, so just try and help us both out if you can. So what else have I got to say? The last week of the season it will be the 5K, and that will be that. With the individual leagues, it will be again your best 6 results out of 8 to count. You drop your worst 2 anyway, and we'll see who wins that one. The winner of the race this week, I haven't mentioned that, have I? But now I will. I knew there was something else I had to. You think I just sit here waffling enough, and then all of a sudden something will come back to my mind, and that's really important. Right, our winner of the race this week was Paul Restall. Well done, Paul Restall. He's a smashing bloke, is Paul, and I'm really, really pleased that he's won something. So he was our top man. I don't know what distance he ran actually, because the way I shot myself in the foot a little bit trying to do a handicapping thing with this, because I thought, hang on, we've got two races here. We've got a 5 and a 10 mile. One's obviously twice as far as the other, but you wouldn't run it at the same pace and things. So I've tried to. Well, I was quite proud of myself actually doing a calculation to try and get a fair handicap for everybody across the board. So yeah, Paul was the best this week versus his handicap, and then Dave Bailey was second. He had an excellent run. Chris Davis was another one who had a fine run. I think he got a PB for his 5 miler. He was third. Our top lady, fifth overall, was Janet Crumpton. Perhaps no surprise to see her featuring so high, because she was another person who ran a personal best. So well done, Janet. Excellent stuff. And well done to everybody who ran a PB, because there's lots of you again this week. Not been out running myself, but I've noticed that the weather's not been particularly pleasant most of the time, so if you did manage to get an opportunity and the weather was quite favourable, well done. But the chances are you're probably slugging it around in a bit of fog or mizzle, not necessarily the conditions to produce your fastest times, which makes all the number of personal bests even more impressive. I don't think we had any bike riders today, which is good. Not that we've spotted yet anyway. If we do spot anything retrospectively, we will amend the results accordingly, and you'll be letting yourself down, but you'll be letting your teammates down as well if you do that. So just my advice is just don't do it. Right, that's pretty much about it from me. Tune in on Friday. I think it's be about 8 o'clock. We shall go with the I say go live. It'll be pre-recorded. the Badgers annual presentation evening. We've got lots of awards to give out, but there's some exciting news about what's happening in the club very soon as well, that you won't have read about in the papers or anywhere else because it's all new, and you probably won't be able to guess it either, actually, unless you're on the management committee. And lots of awards to give out, but lots of other fun little bits and pieces as well. It's not just me standing there giving out trophies or Danny knocking out some certificates for people. It's going to be a little bit more interesting, we hope, than that. So stay tuned, and that will all be good fun on Friday. Yeah, thanks again to all the captains for their help over the course of the last 2 weeks, getting the results to me on time and making my life a lot easier than what it would be otherwise. Thanks also to Lil, who's been helping over the course of the competition with doing, bits of admin and checking stuff for me. So I appreciate that. And yeah, well done to everybody who's run. Good luck for next week, and yeah, we'll see you on Friday, hopefully. Cheers.